This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for the news at noon today. I'm Alexandra Carter. We begin in Galesville, where the town's only pharmacy is closing. A notice on the door says February 13th will be the pharmacy's last day. Staff can help transfer prescriptions to another pharmacy. The nearest options will be Gunderson's Pharmacy in Holmen or pharmacies in Winona. Reasons for the closure are still unclear at this time. And fire crews responding to a structure fire in Madary this morning. Officials there say it started in a garage in the backyard. When crews responded, nobody was in the shed and they were able to account for all residents.
Primary residence is fully intact. This was a detached garage, and that building will be a total loss.
No word on a cause of the fire. It is still under investigation. Wisconsin's child care subsidy program is in the spotlight this noon hour after the feds froze funding in several states over fraud concerns. The Department of Children and Families held a briefing today, wrapping up just moments ago, to discuss reforms Wisconsin made after the 2009 Cashing In on Kids investigation and recent steps to prevent fraud.
Already made the January child care payments. Cards are loaded and people are using them. Folks should have confidence in the system. I don't think we have any concerns about being able to make the February payments and other payments moving forward.
The federal government froze child care funding in states including Minnesota, Illinois, and California following reports of widespread fraud. Wisconsin was not on that list. Protests, meanwhile, continuing across Minneapolis as we hit the 1 week mark from when an ICE officer shot and killed Renee Good. It comes as at least 6 prosecutors in the Minneapolis U.S. Attorney's Office have resigned. Sources say one reason is pressure from the Trump administration to investigate Renee Good's widow.
Well, it just confirms what I've been seeing for days here, which is the Justice Department and the Department of Homeland Security have no interest or no intention in accurately, in an unbiased way, investigating exactly what happened.
Sources tell CBS News the Justice Department declined to conduct a civil rights investigation into the shooting. And breaking now, the FBI raiding the home of Washington Post reporter Hannah Natanson. Officials say the search warrant was executed at the request of the Pentagon. According to the Washington Post, it's part of an investigation into Aurelio Perez Lugones, a federal employee suspected of mishandling classified information. No word yet on how Natanson was involved. And happening now, Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio meeting with the foreign ministers of Denmark and Greenland at the White House. It comes as President Trump doubled down on his pressure to either buy or take Greenland on social media, saying anything less than U.S. control is, quote, unacceptable. But officials in Greenland say there is no interest in severing ties with Denmark. In Iran, at least 12,000 protesters are reportedly dead after the government violently cracked down on anti-government protests there. President Trump ratcheting up his warning to Tehran, promising retaliation if the government makes good on threats to hang protesters arrested in the demonstrations.
We will take very strong action. If they do such a thing, we will take very strong action.
U.S. forces have begun precautionary, reduction of personnel from nearby U.S. bases, including Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar.
Well, after our very mild start to the week, we had a major cool down going into this morning. Temperatures now much more seasonable, although still feeling quite chilly after the nicer start to the week that we had. Right now outside, sitting at 12 degrees in Eau Claire, 19 degrees in La Crosse. If we compare that to just 24 hours ago, we are about 25 to 30 degrees cooler than we were at this point yesterday when many of us were well into the 40s. So definitely a big change. And of course, we're dealing with that wind as well. That's making it all the more chillier outside. Most areas seeing the strongest wind gusts in the early morning hours. Some folks further into southeastern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa saw wind gusts in the upper 40-mile-per-hour range, with most of the area at least close to 35 miles per hour. Because of those winds, we're seeing the wind chills about 20 15 to 20 degrees cooler than what the thermometer is actually reading. So most of us are feeling more like the single digits and below zero out there. It doesn't look that bad because of the sun, but it is definitely a chilly one with that wind. So I'll have a closer look at today's forecast and some snow on the way coming up in a little bit.
We'll check back in with you shortly. Thank you, Nicole. The Department of Education cracking down on student loan payments. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger explains the steps you can take if you're behind.
The Department of Education is sending out notices that could impact more than 5 million federal student loan borrowers who are in default. Even if you have not yet received notification, it's important to understand the process when you do not pay your loans on time. When you miss a payment, even just one, you are considered delinquent. Once a payment is 90 days late, it gets reported to credit bureaus, which dings your credit score, making it harder and more expensive to get approved for credit cards, car loans, or mortgages. You are considered in default after 270 days of non-payment. The DOE is notifying those in student loan default that their wages will be garnished, which means the government can take up to 15% of your paycheck directly without going to court. Federal benefits like Social Security and income tax refunds could also be tapped for repayment. So if you're in default, contact your loan servicer immediately. You have a few options: loan rehabilitation, making 9 affordable payments over 10 months, loan consolidation into a new direct loan, or switching to an income repayment plan that fits your budget. The key is acting quickly before garnishment begins. The Department of Education says more notices will be going out in the months ahead. In New York, I'm CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
And Microsoft says it'll cover the cost when its data centers drive up electricity bills. The company is also pledging to help pay for infrastructure upgrades. AI data centers are already increasing electric demand and costs across the country. And Amazon is upgrading its virtual assistant, Alexa Plus. At last week's Consumer Electric Show, executives said the new Alexa will have a better memory, including your favorite restaurants and recipes. You can now register for tickets to the 2028 Olympics LA is hosting. Tickets will go on sale in the spring. To register, go to la28.org. The opening ceremony is July 14th. The Coliseum and SoFi Stadium will host the opening and closing ceremonies. Still to come here, inflation is holding steady, but food prices are up. We'll take a look at the latest inflation report, and fewer Americans signing up for Obamacare. We'll tell you why in your Money Watch report.
Thinking of remodeling or building a new home this year? Stop in and take advantage of the limitless possibilities with our local handcrafted cabinets. Talk to one of our experienced designers today. Happy New Year from our family to yours. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem.
We are very fortunate to have our mom in our lives. We rely on Medicaid to pay for her long-term care. When I learned that it might be cut, I met with Representative Van Orden. He promised that he would never cut Medicaid. He even signed this letter. Then he turned around and he voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. It's absolutely devastating. We need to tell Congressman Van Orden, stop raising our health care costs.
Don't settle with the insurance company until you've talked with Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
I felt so special. I felt that I was going to be their #1 client.
I just got a great peace of mind knowing that I wasn't a case number, that we were doing this together.
We really did feel like we had a team behind us.
I was really impressed with how they treated us. They were backing us up 100%.
They always have your best interest in mind.
Go to Schwebel.com and fill out a free online case evaluation. There is no fee unless we win.
The Menards Bag Sale is here. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. How much will you save? Finish up your projects or even get date night started. You're not going to want to miss this. Hurry in while there's still time to see how much you can fit in the bag. Don't miss this chance to save big at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag.
Save big money at Menards.
So I
I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports, to me it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Thinking of remodeling or building a new home this year? Stop in and take advantage of the limitless possibilities with our local handcrafted cabinets. Talk to one of our experienced designers today. Happy New Year from our family to yours. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem.
The latest federal report showing steady prices and enrollment in the Affordable Care Act is lower as Americans face premium increases. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell has today's business news headlines.
The Consumer Price Index, a key inflation reading, was 2.7% in December compared to the same time last year. That matches the number from the previous month. Americans saw food prices at the end of last year jump more than 3%, the sharpest increase since August, though the average price of a regular gallon of unleaded gas was down, dipping under $3. New federal data shows fewer Americans are signing up for health care coverage under the Affordable Care Act. CBS News analysis of numbers from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services found around 22.8 million people have signed up for 2026 ACA coverage since open enrollment started on November 1st. That's down 1.4 million from this time last year. The drop comes as millions of Americans face sharp increases in premiums after Congress failed to reach a deal to extend federal subsidies by the end of last year. The House has passed a bill to extend the subsidies for 3 years. Its fate is now in the hands of the U.S. Senate. And Valentine's Day is a month away, but love is already in the air at the U.S. Postal Service. USPS has announced the release of 4 new Love Forever stamps, inspired by mid-century American design and Japanese children's book illustrations. The stamps are available for purchase on the USPS website and at retailers that sell U.S. postage. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Coming up, a cheap and effective way to quit smoking and some encouraging news in the fight against cancer. First, we'll take a live look at what's happening on Wall Street this noon hour. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's never too late to shop Christmas at Home Seasonal Concepts. Now enjoy 70% off the best selection of remaining trees, wreaths, garland, and all your holiday decor needs. For a limited time, shop holiday at Home Seasonal Concepts inside all home furniture showrooms.
When your home is leaking heat, you're paying for energy you never get to feel. That's why we created the ultimate attic solution, the complete top-to-bottom fix for heat loss. We seal up every hidden gap, insulate with premium cellulose, and lock in your home's comfort for good. No drafts, no cold spots, just a more comfortable home with lower energy bills and a house that finally holds its heat. Call today to take control of your home's comfort.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Time for a floor refresh at Homeworld Rugs. Take an extra 10% off area rug sale prices on the Midwest's largest selection of contemporary, traditional, urban, casual styles, and more. Find the perfect piece for your space. 10% off area rugs, now at Homeworld Rugs.
Coming up.
It just breaks my heart. It's about my mental and emotional health.
It's a powerful look back for Drew and Val.
I just was told by everybody, you're too heavy. It doesn't matter what size we are. What is our heart? How do we treat people? Period.
And a big surprise for the hilarious Kumail Nanjiani.
This is such a betrayal.
Today at 3 on News 8.
In our medical news today, 7 in 10 cancer patients now survive at least 5 years, up from just 5 in 10 50 years ago. The American Cancer Society credits decades of progress in treatment, especially for cancers like myeloma, liver, and lung. But scientists warn cuts to cancer research could slow future gains. Breast cancer patients who are genetically predisposed to have excess body weight face a higher risk of dying. A study published in JAMA found women with a BMI of 30 or higher were 15% more likely to die. But the study also found that risk can be greatly reduced by adding just 15 more minutes of walking every day. If you're trying to quit smoking for your New Year's resolution, a smartphone app could help. A study published by the British Medical Journal found apps are 3 times more effective at helping people stop smoking long term compared to have no minimal support. The apps may be cheaper and easier option for smokers who want to quit but can't afford counseling. And as we head to break, we'll take a live look outside from City Cam 8. It looks nice, but like Nicole said, it might fool you. She's in next with those details.
Have you seen the new expansion at Sportsland inside Ace of La Crosse? Now there's more of what you need for hunting and fishing, gear, clothing, and equipment all in one place. With quality products, great prices, and expert advice, you'll find it all at Sportsland at Ace of La Crosse.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
At Ultra Federal Credit Union, we have a fair number of employees that travel quite a bit. Our employees' time is probably our most valuable asset at the credit union. Respecting their time is important, so convenience, getting in and out, ease of travel is probably our #1 priority, followed by the economics of it. We look at the La Crosse Regional Airport as being very convenient. You do not have the mileage expense, the parking expense, the additional hotel expense, the overnight travel, so that's why we consider coming out of here.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
At Sportsland at Ace of La Crosse.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to go get some myself.
Sportsland at Ace of La Crosse, your one-stop shop for all your hunting and fishing needs. Stop in today.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Well, the difference in temperatures from today to tomorrow is drastic, and while this is fairly seasonable, just a couple degrees below average, our spoiled start to the week is making it feel much chillier outside. Current temperatures for now sitting for the most part in the teens, 19 degrees right now outside in La Crosse, 12 in Eau Claire, pretty close to our highs as we go into the afternoon. Not a whole lot of additional warming expected as most of the area is staying in the low 20s and the upper teens. So right now is about as warm as we're expecting to get today. Those winds are likely going to be staying steadily breezy as we go throughout the afternoon as well. We've gotten through the windiest part of it. That came in the very early morning hours, but we're still going to be tracking wind gusts close to around 30 to 25 miles per hour through the afternoon and even into the evening. So those wind chills are going to stay quite chilly all the way through the evening. The good news is by tomorrow morning, it's going to be actually very close to calm conditions. While it's still going to be a tad chilly in the morning hours, really not going to be dealing with any of those wind chill values. So expect the thermometer to be telling you exactly how it's going to feel when you walk out the door in the morning. By the afternoon, we start to see those winds pick up, not quite as breezy, but definitely a slight breeze out there, seeing wind gusts closer to 20 miles an hour than for tomorrow afternoon. And that's really going to be the trend for the next couple of days. Just seeing a little bit of a breeze out there for the rest of the week and into the weekend as well. So that'll definitely play a factor on what it's going to feel like, especially for the weekend, as temperatures fall once again going into the weekend and into the start of next week. With that wind combined with how much colder it is outside, we're seeing hourly wind chills for the most part in the single digits steadily throughout the rest of the afternoon. So definitely cold, but as we know, it always could be a lot worse. It's just feeling that much drastically colder because of the 40s that we saw the last 2 days. As we go into the evening and into the overnight, even though the winds die down, we could possibly see those wind chills dip below zero through the first part of the night, where we're still seeing a bit of a breeze out there. Otherwise, again, by the morning hours, the wind chill likely not really going to play a factor, as we're going to see much less wind, and overnight lows for the most part colder still, so fairly similar to what it felt like this morning, but we're not going to have that cold breeze on your face. 9 degrees will be our morning low in La Crosse, 6 degrees in Eau Claire. Then tomorrow's highs, we have winds shifting to blow out of the south, and again a little bit of a breeze in the afternoon, but it's at least going to warm our temperatures up slightly, getting a tad bit closer to our average now in the upper 20s. 25 for your Thursday high in La Crosse, 22 in Eau Claire. Going to see those temperatures slightly continue to rise into Friday as well, pretty much on the dot for our average high on Friday, before they really tank again once we go into the weekend. Also upcoming for tomorrow, we have some very light flurries on the way, likely beginning sometime closer to the noon hour. This will be the main widespread batch of that snow. We see a little bit of a break as we go into the evening, and then we see another more widespread batch of snow coming as we go into the overnight period. Before Friday morning, we'll still see snow throughout the day, but as you can see, a lot of that activity is much more scattered and much more sparse, so not really going to see that continuous widespread snow. The bulk of it likely falling in Thursday afternoon and evening, with still the chance for maybe another inch or two falling throughout most of Friday. So for now, it's looking like a fairly light event. Snow totals are actually still tapering off a tad, expecting for the most part 1 to 2 inches, maybe closer to 3 to 4 for folks north of I-94. Again, a light breeze going into Thursday evening, so the small possibility that maybe we could see some minor travel impacts by the evening commute, but overall snow rates are looking to be quite light, so the road crews should be able to keep up with it. And then it's going to be much, much colder as we go into the start of next week, seeing high temperatures in the single digits by Monday.
Yeah, okay, that's a big dip. Thank you, Nicole. Coming up, Skittles is shooting a Super Bowl ad live on someone's front lawn. How you could be that someone, just ahead.
It's Ashley's 4-day sale. From Friday to Monday, get 25% off your first item, plus 20% off the rest of your purchase. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years with no money down when you shop in store. Only at Ashley. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olson Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free.
We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy.
You can book your appointment online in minutes.
Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age.
We are always transparent with our estimates.
Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered.
We keep electrical service simple.
We're the Olson Brothers.
La Crosse Fireplace Company has been helping families build a warm and cozy gathering area in their homes for over 25 years. With our huge selection of Heat and Glow fireplaces, you're sure to find the style to perfectly fit your home. Now, through the end of the month, save 25% off on all Heat and Glow fireplaces. Whether it's a remodel or new construction, La Crosse Fireplace Company is devoted to making your experience wonderful. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
At Ashley's 4-day sale, Friday through Monday, pay no interest for 5 years with no money down. Plus, you can shop trending hot buys starting at just $2.99. Happening Friday through Monday, only at Ashley. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Finally, today, Skittles is jumping into the Super Bowl ad game. Elijah Wood is starring in the ad. He'll play a magical creature that can be summoned by a horn to deliver Skittles. Now here's the twist. The commercial will happen live on someone's front lawn. To enter, you can go to delivertherainbow.com. A lot to unpack there. Nicole's back with one more check of the forecast when we come back.
Bitter, icy winters take a toll on seniors. Supported senior apartments at Benedictine Living Community La Crosse offer warmth, care, and trusted hospitality. Winter move-in specials are available. Schedule your personalized tour at blclacrosse.org.
At Toma Health, our accredited sleep services diagnose and treat sleep disorders so you can get the rest you deserve.
I'm a nurse practitioner in sleep services. I evaluate patients and then determine what kind of therapy they need.
One of the big reasons I like to help people with their sleep disorders, it also helps with their overall health.
Patients come in and say, wow, this is life-changing. So glad I'm treated because I feel so much better. Visit Toma Health Sleep Services for a better night's sleep.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit Maury'sWestSalemKia.com.
Bitter, icy winters take a toll on seniors. Supported senior apartments at Benedictine Living Community La Crosse offer warmth, care, and trusted hospitality. Winter move-in specials are available. Schedule your personalized tour at blclacrosse.org.
Well, it is still feeling quite chilly out there. If it makes you feel any better, we were sitting around the mid-40s at this point yesterday. So definitely a change. A little bit warmer tomorrow into Friday, but then the start of next week looking quite chilly out there.
It's getting real again.
Oh yeah, January's back.
We knew it was coming. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for joining us today. We will see you back here tonight.